Welcome back to another Pokemon Throwback Thursday, where every Thursday morning we take a deep dive into a vintage set. We are going in complete order, so the set we are checking out today is Platinum Arceus. We're going to be checking out some recently sold listings of some cards and some sealed products for sets that are Sun and Moon and older also. And we do have to get thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is Punch-Out Gaming. Punch-Out Gaming is my local game store that I go to, and it's the #1 game store in all of Minnesota. I've actually been to them all. Nobody can beat the variety. And they have a card show coming up next month at the end of the month. I'll be there vending and recording, so definitely check that out. They're only located 30 minutes north of the Twin Cities, and all the links are in the description. But all right, let's get started checking out Platinum Arceus. This set has 99 cards plus 12 secret rares. Came out November 4th, 2009, so I was in 11th grade when this set came out, and I still had the very first booster pack that I ever opened. For my favorite sets, I like to keep the first pack, but I thought that was kind of cool. This set is super awesome. And this is the set symbol right here, kind of looks like the unknown O, but we got some super cool Pokemon in the set: Charizard, Kabutops, Luxray, Salamence, Gengar. And the set has three things that I really like. It has, the level X's, with Gengar being the best one. We got Salamence, Tangrowth, and we got 3 different Arceuses. But then they got this little subset here. You guys know I love these small little subsets. So we got 9 Arceus cards here, AR1 through 9, and these things look so cool with a complete page. We're going to check them out in a bit. And then they got 3 shinies, and in my opinion, these are the best 3 shinies out of the whole little shiny set we got going here. We got the Bagon, Ponyta, and the Shinx. So the set is pretty stacked. We're going to have the Pokedata here. So the shiny Ponyta is probably the most expensive raw. Super tough to find in really clean condition. 135 for the Ponyta, then Gengar level X 103, shiny Shinx 88, shiny Bagon 55, Charizard reverse holo 54, Arceus level X 48, Gengar reverse holo 45. We got another Gengar reverse holo 44, both super cool arts. We got the Charizard holo for 40, Salamence at 37, a couple more Arceus level X cards at 30. They even got a Pikachu reverse holo in here at 22. And then the Arceus cards, where it's AR 1 through 9, they're actually very affordable. Like, if you want super minty clean, it's going to be a little closer to $40, $50. But if you just want regular near mint cards, they're anywhere from like 15 to 30 bucks. So I love that little subset. We're going to check out some of these cards here. We got the shiny Ponyta, population 19. Says last sold in a 10 is 560. And we got raw at 50, PSA 7 at 107, PSA 9 at 135, PSA 6 at 41, PSA 2 at 20, raw 65, another 9 at 202, another 9 at 139, and there's that 10 at 560. Not a ton of sales for these guys, obviously, with such low pops. Next, we got the Gengar level X with a pop of 46. Last sold in this card in a 10 is $3,999. We got a 9 at 510, 9 at 561, raw at 20, 82, 96, 74, 125, PSA 1 at 150, another 9 at 500 and 520. Crazy. And there's that PSA 10 sale. Was not too long ago, just last month, $4 grand. Next, we have the Shinx, where I'm price charting here. Like I said, these cards are pretty tough to find sales for. We do have a new sale for Shinx in a PSA 10, and it was very recent, $3,000. Then it says 9 is at 200, 8's 180, ungraded 60. Next, we have the shiny Bagon here. So last sold in a 10 is 1,136 with a pop of only 11 cards. That is just crazy. And then in a 9, 151, 203. I mean, there's only 59 9s even. I mean, paying $150 for a secret rare shiny card with that low of a pop, I mean, it's wild. These cards are truly rare in super clean condition, and I think they're just so undervalued. All day we got raw 38, 18, 32, 19, 27. Bagon's not super expensive, raw. Next, we got the Charizard reverse holo, last sold in a PSA 10, 440. Again, barely any sales data for this card. And then ungraded, you can find it anywhere from like $25 to like $60. This is grade 7 is 41, grade 8 is 60, grade 9, 150. Next, we have the Arceus level X. Now, there's a few different versions of this. This is number 95. Only has a pop of 22. Last sold in a 10 is 787. Raw 31, 31, 50, 10, 25, 29. We got a PSA 9 at 110. Next, we got the Salamence level X, population 23. Last sold in a 10 is 646. And we got a 9 still at 165, another one at 155. Raw 33, 22, 20, 16, 25, 30. Pretty affordable. Next, we have these Arceus cards. This is AR number 4. And Going up finally in a PSA 10. Last sold in a 10 is $480. That was very recent. And the pop's only 29. They all have super low pops. We got raw at 15, 17, 9, 20, 28, 20. Then we got another 10 down here at $395, but that was a couple months ago. Next, here is these Arceus cards. So this is what the whole page looks like. Super, super beautiful. As you can see, like they actually go together at the bottom with these swirls. But look at that, only $110 for the whole page. Again, you know, these cards were probably not super, super clean. It's definitely going to cost you a little bit more than that to get them like minty. Next, checking out some Platinum Arceus booster packs here. Last sold $150 for the Arceus. Zapdos at $137, $125, $150. Another Arceus at $200. We got 3 of them. Salamence, Arceus, and the Zapdos at $450. All right, next we have the Platinum Arceus booster box. There is like no data at all on this booster box. I could not find any recent sales. Last one was a couple years ago at $5,200. There's not even one available on eBay or anything. So this thing's going to be pretty expensive. All right, next we are checking out, in my opinion, some of the best mega cards we have ever gotten. Here we have the Primal Groudon from Ancient Origins. Pop on this is $514 in a 10, $935 in a 9, and $268 in an 8. Last sold in a 10, $1,226. Sold from Z&G, so that's legit. We got a couple of them, $1,255. We got a PSA 9 that sold for $420. Then raw, $80. There is a jumbo version, which is super cool. That sold for $80 at best offer. We got another PSA 10 here at $1,526. Another raw at $265. Another 10 at $1,591. Raw, lightly played in near mint, $160. And we got another 10 of Primal Groudon at $1,775. Now that was in March, so this thing is technically going down in price, because then in April we got one at $1,591, and then the last sold is April 27th at $1,226. Next, we have the Primal Kyogre from Ancient Origins. Pop on this is $346 in a 10, in a 9, $472, and in an 8, $311. Last sold, we got PSA 8 at $300, raw at $220. PSA 10, April 27th, $1,751. Raw at $60, that's going to be rough. We got raw at $86, $122, $525 for a raw Primal Kyogre card. That is crazy. I'm guessing it is just in perfect condition. And another 9 at $450, best offer accepted. We did have a sale at $2,399, March 22nd for the Kyogre. Next, we have the Mega Rayquaza EX, also from Ancient Origins. I love this trio. Pop on this, $582 in a 10, $643 in a 9, $494 in an 8. And last sold on eBay, we got a brand new sale at $2,400 in a 10. Before that, $2,550, raw at $409, $424, PSA 10 at $1,890, a 9 at $800, raw at $400, $385, $293. But no joke, it's going to be at least anywhere from $320 to $400 now to get it clean. PSA 7 sold for $360. I guess that's not terrible. $250 says near mint, but you never know. And another PSA 10 at $2,450. So this one is not going down too much, not as much as the other two. Next, we have the Ancient Origins booster packs. Just checking in on these guys. So we got 2 of them at $84, 1 at $40, 3 at $150. The Hoopa one at $40, a blister pack at $80, a couple more booster packs at $52, $43, and I'm not seeing any weights or anything like that. We got the Ancient Origins 3-pack blister at $230. So still a very, very affordable booster pack if you think about it. And then we have the Ancient Origins booster box, last sold $3,499. That is crazy. This thing was very, very affordable. I'm going to say 6 months ago, maybe like 8-9 months ago, but it was around $1,000. Next, we have a couple more of my favorite megas. We got the Mega Gardevoir EX. I just love the black and red on this card. This is from Generations, RC31. Pop on this is $288 in a 10, $924 in a 9, and $740 in an 8. And last sold in a 10 is $500, and in a 9, $115 in raw, $83, $85, $70, $45, $45, $60, $44, $60, $80. Definitely going to be closer to $80 to get it clean, but still a pretty low pop for a card that's only $500. Next, we have the Full Art Mega Mewtwo from XY Breakthrough. This is the blue one, number 159. Population on this is 386 in a 10. In a 9, the pop is 495, and in an 8, 331. And last sold in a 10 is $955. That was very recent, just a few days ago. And then raw 88, 140, 60, 50, another 10 at 891. We got a 9 at 350. And a bunch of raws ranging from $30 to $100. And last on the list, we have the full art Mega Charizard. Pop on this one though, 10,705. XY Evolutions was printed so long, it was crazy. They could not give that stuff away. It was in like every collection box for like 4 years. So a lot of people graded this card. And the pop in the 9 is 8,128, and in the 8, 1,946. Now this card is almost the most expensive it's ever been. The high in 2020 was 458, and now it's 435 was the last sold. And then we got one before that, 445, 415. Raw 71, 120, 91, 125. Do we got any 9s? We got a 9 at $111. So definitely a pretty expensive card now. I do wish this card was the black version of the Charizard, but this is my favorite Charizard of all the Mega cards. We have the Mega card from like XY Flashfire and stuff, but you know, I know that's pretty expensive, but still, I like this one so much more. The pose, the texture, everything about it just beats the one from Flashfire. But all right, that was today's Pokemon Throwback Thursday. Let me know down below your guys' favorite card that we checked out today. And then too, if you guys like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like, and comment. And if you guys want to support more, you can check out my Instagram or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon What If Wednesday, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.